for today. So today I wanted to go over what it's like for a client to get a document to be electronically signed through SIGNiX. So if you've been using or familiar with e-closings in the last couple of weeks, title companies have been using Notarize as one of the ways to get documents signed, or Notary Cam as well. And one of the sort of features of that is that the title company won't have to have someone that's registered as an electronic notary to get those documents signed. However, one of the drawbacks to that is that when the client goes to get the document signed, basically they have a queue that they have to go through to get the document signed. So one of the features for SIGNiX is that the person that does the order can sign up to be the electronic notary. And so that allows title companies to register their own employees to become electronic notaries. So today I'm going to be featuring SIGNiX and show and demonstrate what it looks like for a client to get documents for closing through SIGNiX. So this is my personal email. I'll just be using myself as an example. You'll notice that I got two emails here. So we'll go ahead and look at the first one here. It says SIGNiX eNotary Virginia. It says, "Dear Charles, you have documents available to access." And then we also have a second email that says, "Join for a Zoom meeting." So basically the closing consists of two different parts. One is the Zoom meeting where the client and the title company will be able to meet together to discuss the documents. And then there's also the platform of SIGNiX where the client will be enabled to sign the document. So similar basically to when someone does DocuSign, this is the link that they'll click on to go to the DocuSign link. So let's go ahead and start the Zoom meeting. All right, and then on another screen, I have this meeting up already, so I'm going to admit myself as the signer of the document. All right, join. All right, so I have basically double versions of me. One version of me is the notary, and one version of me is the client signer. So you don't notice it here, but what I'm going to do is on the notary version, I'm going to start recording. And this is where I would advise the client now to go ahead and access their document to sign. So going back to the previous email, I'm going to go ahead and click on enter. And this will lead me to a page for me to sign in as the signer. So a couple things here. It's going to ask me to verify that I am me. And then they're going to also ask me for my social security number and other information. This is a point where I'm going to stop sharing my video with you guys. So, all right, so now it's prompted to ask me 4 different questions basically. So I'm just going to read these out loud, but I won't give you the examples. Here it says, which number goes with your address from, and then it's a street name or a street number that I lived on before. Which street have you lived on out of the following? Which number goes with your street address on so-and-so? And between the years of 1987 and 1989, in which state did you live? And then there's one more question. What type of residence is blank? All right. So assuming I answered the questions correctly, which I did, it will now prompt me with creating a one-time password. So I'm just going to create another one. It's going to ask me, okay, actually I can share my screen again, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, so now that I've passed, this asks me what my password is. It'll ask me to select a signature for this. I'll just use the default one. And select a signature is going to allow me now to go ahead and sign the document. So this is just a really simple document that I created, and it allows me to just click here and sign. And that's it. But if we were doing a more thorough closing, it would sort of take me from every signature to the next signature, sort of like in dot loop, where once you've signed one, it'll just take you to the next signature. So this is just sort of a simple example that we've done here. So once I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and click Finish Signing, and that's it. It'll just simply say that I'm done. Now it's going to take me to the notary, or it's going to go to the notary now for the notary to go ahead and sign. So the client at this point can go ahead and exit